So this is going to be a short core practice. We'll be lying on our backs for the whole practice. And we'll be doing just a very short time of rest at the end. So if you do have a blanket or a cushion for your head, that could be great. And what I like to do with core work is to use certain cues, and we'll be keeping it very simple for this short practice, but for some people connecting to those core muscles can be a challenge, but once you've got it, you know, we can just build on it. So let's begin lying on our backs. Just make yourself comfortable, have your knees bent. Now have a little poke around and see if you can find those two front hip points. Neck's nice and relaxed. Pelvis feels comfortable. You can tilt it forward and back a few times if you like. Just relax the shoulders. Now what we're going to do is inhale and imagine the spine getting longer. And then exhale, imagine, and you can even use your hands, imagine those two front hip points moving towards each other. So those muscles between those horizontal muscles are activating. So inhale, soften that, feel that lengthening through the spine. Exhale, the two front hip points moving towards each other, like this, cinching a little drawstring there. So just a couple more times. So these are our deepest core muscles here. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhaling, you feel that tone. Sometimes it's nice to keep your hands there to feel that. Just a couple more rounds. Inhale, soften the engagement, spine lengthens. Exhaling, that deep core activation, two front hip points moving towards each other. Let's do it one more time. Inhaling. We're not gripping, we're awakening, gaining access to these muscles. And then just soften. Place the palms of the hands down alongside the hips. Feet about hip width apart. Imagine you're holding a sort of a yoga block between your knees. Let's just move really slowly through a bridge pose. If you can, so as you come up, feel the glutes, the buttocks engage. This is all part of the core. And as you lower down, toning the lower abdomen to support yourself on the way down. Shoulders and neck stay relaxed. So let's inhale as we come up, squeezing the buttocks. And then exhaling, toning the lower abdomen as you lower. And this is also great for limbering the spine. Such a great pose for the health of your back. Let's go a couple more times. As you come up, we inhale and squeeze the buttocks. And as you come down, tone the lower abdomen. Support yourself on the way down. I like to move slowly so that I can really feel what's going on. Last one. Slowly coming up, engaging the buttocks, so the back of the body strengthening. As we lower down, toning the abdomen to support your lower back. As you come down, enjoy that moment of the pelvis coming down. So we've accessed those muscles. Let's challenge them a little bit. If you have no lower back issues, you can lengthen the legs out. But if you'd like to, if you're still building up your strength and you have some lower back discomfort, let's do it with the knees bent. I'm going to demonstrate it that way. Rest the hands on the lower abdomen if you're happy to do that. If you prefer not to touch your body, you can just take the hands to the side. So we're inhale, soften, exhale, imagine those two front hip points moving towards each other, and we're going to try and maintain that and lift the right foot. Just hover it a couple of inches off the ground for maybe 3 breaths. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, chest softens. Two front hip points move towards each other, and lower that leg down and take a resting breath. Again, on the exhale, two front hip points move towards each other like there's a magnet there. Maintain that and lift the left leg up. So we're trying to keep the pelvis nice and level. Strengthening without causing tension in the upper body. And lower that one down. Let's take a resting breath. We're just going to do it one more time each side. You could do many more. Exhale, 2 front hip points. Maintain that. Keep the pelvis in neutral, so you don't have to flatten the back, but we don't want a big arch there. So find that engagement, feel that support, and lift the leg. Now if you want a bit more challenge, you could move away from the midline of the body, taking the right leg out to the right. Whatever you choose, keep working those 2 front hip points to each other. Try and keep the hips as level as possible. Keep breathing. Let's bring the leg back if you took it to the side. Lower it down. A resting breath. Exhale, re-engage. Maybe feeling a bit more connected each time. Once you've found the core connection, lift the left leg up. You can either just hover it and lift or take it away from the midline. Relax the jaw. Eyes are soft. Couple more breaths. Bringing the leg back. Lower it down. Sometimes it can be nice just to jiggle the legs, because quite often we hold a bit of tension in these hip flexors. Even tapping them out can be helpful. So jiggle, jiggle, tap, tap. Okay, so now we're going to do our final exercise, where we're going to take the feet a little bit wider perhaps than hip width apart, and we're going to be working on the side. So we've woken up the back, the buttocks. We've worked on those deep core muscles. Now we're going to work on the sides, the oblique muscles. So we're nice and balanced. So it's going to take a bit of coordination, but we can do it. Inhale let's just get the movement. Knees to the right, arms overhead. So you can feel this is just a really nice twist. Now as you come up, before you move, start to engage the muscles along the left side. Feel those muscles squeeze along the left ribs. And then bring the knees up to center and the hands come back to the hips. So you're getting a twist and a bit of oblique work at the same time. So knees now to the left, arms reach. You feel that. Now you can feel the stretch on the right side. So the muscles are lengthening. Now let's shorten them and engage them. Squeeze those muscles at the right side as if those can draw the knees back up. And the hands come back down. Let's do that a couple more times each side. Inhaling, knees to the right, arms reach. Feel the lengthening and expanding. And then exhale, squeeze the left side now. Sometimes just these muscles, maybe we haven't worked them for a while, so we're waking it up. And then as we go about our day or other maybe exercise that we do, we've got these muscles. Now this is home, the right side squeezing. We can start to apply this to other areas of our lives to support our spine. Squeeze the left to bring the knees back to center. Knees to the left, arms reach. Just feel that warming through the torso. Right side engages to bring the knees back. And just now, let the knees fall to the right. Now, if you feel that it's a nice sensation, you can keep the arms overhead. If that's a bit too strong, you can just take them out more into a T position. And just for a moment, receive the breath in the left side. If you find it a bit hard to connect with that feeling, you could even take your left hand onto the left side of the waist or the rib cage. Just really feel a softening now. Soften the face and neck. And then now we'll use those muscles to transition. So again, you can use the hand there. Feel the muscles move away from the hand back towards the rib cage. Bring the knees to center. And we'll enjoy that twist to the other side. So knees pull left, perhaps arms overhead or in a T. You can take the right hand to the right side of the ribs. So you can feel the body up. Fill it up with nourishing breath and energy. And the exhale, we can just soften the grip. Anything that's not serving us. And as we prepare to come back to center, engage the muscles on the right side. Bring ourselves back to center. Draw the knees into the chest, and let's draw a few circles around to the right. And a few circles around to the left. And just for a brief moment of pause, find a comfortable position, maybe hands alongside the body, maybe resting on the belly, now to completely soften. Just receive the breath into the body. Let the belly be soft now. Receiving a nourishing breath as you breathe in. Letting go of any unuseful thoughts. Just a couple more rounds, just an easy breath. To nourish the body, just to release anything you're holding onto in your body, in your mind. And let's very slowly roll to the right. Take your time to come up to sit. And of course you could stay there and rest as long as you're able to. But let's just close this brief practice together. Inhaling up, a nourishing breath. Exhaling, acknowledging the mind. And acknowledging the heart. Bowing the head to the heart. Closing now. Namaste.